Hello everybody and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me and welcome to another session of Little Miss Picks. It's where my daughter picks one stamp set and one color and I have no idea what she's picking, and then I create something on the fly, and I've just realized the other device did not have the volume down, so I was gonna hear me twice. Now, turned it off. My name is Tatiana. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia and part of the 2021 Artisan Design team from Stampin' Up. Welcome, I'm thrilled to be here. It's school holidays and yesterday we had a play date, so I've decided to do the live the next day because I enjoy these Little Miss picks. Anyhow, let's flip the camera down. And Little Miss, would you like to say hello?
Hi all.
Hi all. Hey Vicky, how's it going? It's been a while. Okay, so the big reveal is coming. Bum, ba, bum. You're gonna turn them upside down?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Oh, I feel like I need to close my eyes as well.
Ready?
Ready? Well, do you want to slide them in? Okay, here we go. Let's check out the color first. Today I will be using mint macaron. It's been a while since I've used that, so that's exciting. And the stamp set is Merry Snowflakes. How cool is that? Okay, I gotta think for a second or two. Merry Snowflakes. I do like the Merry Snowflakes. And the Merry Snowflakes, so let's talk about the stamp set.
Ooh, yay.
Merry Snowflakes comes from the July to December mini catalogue, and actually I don't remember what page they're on, so let's look it up. I'm going to say 65, but that's totally wrong. Well, on page 65 you'll find all the bundles and you'll see this beautiful sample. Let's bring that up. And so the snowflakes there's coordinating dies basically, and we will find them all on page 13. So let's flip to page 13. I just remembered I needed to let someone know that I'm going live, so I'm just going to quickly send them a message. One moment please. Okay, so here is the stamp set, and there are coordinating dies, which are they're the stitched snowflake dies, and they're so cute. If I bring them out.
Bring.
Bring.
It's like a ring.
Yes.
Bring.
That's right. So you can see there's lots of fun details there. So let's see, what shall we do?
Make something pretty.
Make something pretty. I agree with that concept. Oh, morning, Joan. We have some mint macaron ribbon.
Oh, pretty. Oh, that's pretty.
So we'll use that somehow. So I feel the ribbon.
Oh, that feels so good.
So this is from the annual catalogue. It's mint macaron soft velvet ribbon. So I think
so smooth.
we definitely need to use this.
Yeah, because it feels nice.
Because it feels so good. Yeah, what are the sentiments? Okay, I've got an idea formed in my head, so let's get stamping. Stamp. I'm going to go with mint macaron and silver.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
Sounds nice?
Yes, I like silver and I like mint macaroons.
Okay,
And
so
I like macarons.
Yes, I love macarons. Yum. So this is let me get it right, silver foil pack. And there's 3 different shades of silver. I feel like that's two the same.
That does not feel like
So well, this is foil. So 1, 2, 3. So 2 darker ones. And I am drawn to the lighter one, I have to say. So we're going to use that. And, ooh, I haven't done that. What I like about these dies, and something I haven't done yet, is that if we take a look at this one cuts out a snowflake. So it cuts out this big snowflake right here. But what's really fun is the negative leaves some stitching around. So we're going to use that for sure. Ooh. Now, I am going to, what am I going to do? Let's hope it'll look pretty.
And use some macaroons.
Okay, so I'm going to trim down this so that it's 10.5 centimeters. So it's 10.5
and meters, not centimeters.
And I'm not going to use the full sheet, so it doesn't matter if I don't cut it to the full size, but I'm going to cut it on an angle approximately halfway. This is very rough or approximate. It doesn't have to be exact, basically.
Super shiny.
It is super shiny. I feel like I need to polish it so to get my finger marks off it. And I'm going to grab...
I can't see any finger marks. Oh, no, I can.
Now you can. See what I'm talking about? Let's do a mint macaron.
Ooh, nice paper.
Card base. Morning, Kathy. Kathy says good morning to you too. Thank you. My tea. Ooh. My tea is brewed. I think in fact it's over brewed.
Uh-oh. Is that bad or good?
It doesn't taste as good, but that's okay.
I
haven't had my...
Today?
Well, yes and no. I'll have the tea. I haven't had my morning tea yet. We have done our morning walk, so that's good. So I've just scored the full sheet in half and then cut it in half in the opposite direction. So that gives me 2 card bases. And there's potential that we could do 2 cards.
2 cards?
Well, kind of the same card, but in...
Twice.
But in flipped. Yes, exactly right. That's what I'm thinking.
So easy.
There. Ha ha ha.
Oh, one can go at the top and one can go at the bottom.
Yes, that's exactly.
My favourite.
And then, I'm not sure how the ribbon will fit in, but I was thinking the ribbon
Ooh, that
somewhere
looks
along,
really nice.
like that.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
so. And
but wouldn't it be a teensy-weensy bit hard to see the ribbon because of the...
no, I think it'll be all right. So we're going to die cut that out. And will that fit in the mini? Is it 3 inches? It's a bit more than 3 inches, so that won't fit in the mini. So we will take out Big Bailey.
Big Bailey.
Hold on.
Hello up
Yes.
there on the top of the world, Big Bailey.
So I've got Big Bailey on the behind me on a tall shelf.
Yes, which is the top of the world.
Apparently, which is the top of the world.
But it is so. How can you reach that? That's
Well, I'm fairly
impossible.
tall, so you know, not hard for me.
Top of the world.
On the top of the world. Where are the plates?
Does that even make sense? Like,
Sure.
does that even make sense?
Not really. I'm gonna place that there. And now when you're die cutting foil sheet, some people like to put a bit of just printer paper on top so that any marks from your plates doesn't go on. I should have done that, but that's okay. So that's a snowflake we could use elsewhere. But this is the magical.
Whoa.
How cool is that? The fact that it leaves the stitching around. So I thought we could
That is awesome.
take that into consideration.
I think that could go
We do? What are you thinking?
to, don't know how to explain.
No, you don't know how to explain. Well, we'll just...
I'll surprise you when I can.
Okay. I have an idea for it too, so we shall see, hey?
Yeah, it might be the exact same.
Maybe, maybe not. Okay. There There we go.
We have two of these.
That one. And now we are going to stamp the snowflake that coordinates with that
In the middle.
in there.
Clever.
Which could be so. Now this could be a tricky thing to do, but with our stamparatus,
Oh yeah, it's the best, that's right.
it won't be that hard at all. So you will see. We don't need the foam mat. Keep the paper there, and teacup is in the way.
It sounds so...
Okay, so I am going to place the snowflake
Press, press, press. Lift.
there,
Grab the card. Place it down.
and don't start narrating what I'm doing, please.
Okay.
Hey Tanya, how's it going?
Eyeball.
I'm just thinking, what's the best way to do this? Okay, yep. Now, a trick that I've learned. Where is it?
I have no clue.
You'll see. Okay. I can't remember what this is called, but it's something I learned from Cheryl Miller, another demonstrator. This is, it's like acetate, but it's translucent and it's cleanable. So what we're going to do is...
Is that called venom?
No, that's not vellum. It's much thicker than vellum. So I'm going to ink that up. Ah, here's my cloth. Before I use my sleeve. Good morning, Margaret. So, oh, that's kind of light. I'm not sure if you can see that. So you can just see that there's a snowflake right there. So now I can take my
Shiny buying card.
bit and position it so that the snowflake is in exactly where I want it to be.
But isn't that hard to see it through?
Well, come and see. Have a look. Come and have a look. Can you see? I can see the ink enough so that I know where the position is. It's hard to, I can't lift this because it could lose my position. And then I lift that out of the way, lift this out of the way, and make sure that doesn't move. Now I can ink this.
Ink. Grab.
And stamp.
Why do you have to use a cloth or something?
Well, my skin kind of, there's friction between the skin and the plate. There we go. We have a snowflake.
Oh, pretty. Now go to.
Perfectly positioned in
Whoa.
there.
That's so clever.
And I can do the same with the second one.
But it's going to be at the top.
Yes, but hold on, that one's at the bottom. That one's at the bottom. Ah, good thing you said something. So I've got to make sure I position this one at the top.
Me?
Yes, I was almost going to put them both on the bottom. And make sure they're lined up. And slide that under.
Use that really good trick.
Until I'm happy with the position. Because otherwise, if I stamped and trying to work out where the die goes, that's also a pain. You know, and this way, I know exactly where it's going. Isn't it a fabulous idea? I cannot take any credit for it. It's all Cheryl Miller.
Clever.
There we go. And now stamp.
Rub.
Rub-a-dub-dub-dub.
Rub-a-dub-dub-dub-dub.
And bingo. Put that to the side now.
Now add this.
So that one's at the top. Close my ink pad. There's a disaster waiting to happen. And this one's at the bottom.
Ooh, there's a pretty over there.
And I'm going to adhere the
I can't
silver.
tell which one I like best out of those two yet.
You can't tell?
What's your favourite so far?
I don't know. They're fairly similar except they're kind of flipped and opposite.
Yes.
There you go. One. And I'm using the multi-purpose liquid glue because it gives me some wiggle room so that I can...
Wiggle room?
Yes, I can place it down and still move the cardstock around a bit
Cool.
before it has its full bond. And that one might need a little bit of trim. I didn't line it up, but that's okay. That's okay. Now for some ribbon.
Actually, no, I haven't. I think.
Oh, no. I'm not going to put the ribbon. I should have not stuck those things down either because I wanted to do some whooshes. Swirls. They're swirls. I don't know why I wanted to call them whooshes.
Whooshies, whoosh, whoosh.
Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
I'll make some whooshies.
Okay, I'm going to grab a little bit more. Actually, I've got these cute little tiny pieces of paper that will do because I don't want it to go on the silver. So I'm just going to mask that a little bit.
I forgot how to mask that. Cool.
And the ribbon will be covering the join, so it doesn't hugely matter that it's...
On the silver.
Well, no, it does matter to me if it's on the silver, but it doesn't hugely matter if it's not quite going to the edge.
Oh, that's cool.
Same on the other card. Ooh.
Wind rushing around on your card. How's it sound? So still. Impossible.
Impossible, hey?
Ooh, that card looks nice. But that was a card from...
Which one? That one?
Yeah, from
Oh, that was from last week's live. The one that you wrote it on a piece of paper. Okay, now I can add the ribbon. And I'll just trim the edge. Nicely there.
Going good.
Going good, hey?
I'm gonna see how it
And she's off. She's run off to see how little man is going on his video game. And trim that. Felt like it wasn't quite straight or even, or I don't know what the right word is. And just some bit of Terran tape to hold it in place. So I'm just going to place the Terran tape right over the seam line, I guess. I don't know. Let it rub down. Okay. And if you note, I didn't cut the ribbon the full width of the card. I've got it kind of cut off by the edge, and that was intentional. Okay. May your days be merry and bright and all your Christmases be white. Not quite an Australian kind of themed. Merry everything. I think that's nice and simple. Merry everything. So let's stamp that on some basic white. Here's a nice scrap. Oh, could I even use this? Yes, I could, but no, I'll go with the bigger one. And we're going to take the Merry Everything. Everyone's so quiet today, watching intently, I guess. And I'm going to stick to the two, or the monotone. I guess it's almost monotone. Just silver and mint macaron. My mint macaron could use a bit of re-inking. So that one's much darker. Here's the glue. You're crafting while you're watching. I love that idea, Vicky. Actually, I will float this. World Card Making Day is soon, on the 2nd of October. And I'm a bit kind of hesitant about arranging an in-person event because every time I have recently, you know, COVID stuff kind of happens and I can't go ahead. So I was thinking, what if we did a craft along? You use the supplies that you have and I give you measurements, and then it's kind of like mystery stamping, I guess they call it. And I'll do a few lives across the day. So I am liking that, as in that. So who thinks that sounds like fun? There, that one trimmed a bit further down. Straight. Merry Everything, and we'll trim it smaller or shorter, or what's the right word? We will trim it a bit less than what the length of the ribbon so that you can see the beautiful ribbon behind it. Merry Everything. That I'm going to totally eyeball this. Snip. If I don't like it, we don't have to use it. And snip. Yay, I like it. I like it, I like it. So once again, I'm just placing the sentiment along the angle of the ribbon and then snipping it. Oh yeah, that's Vicky's just written. She loves the idea of my World Card Making Day, and absolutely, if you can't come join live, that's the beauty of. Oh, I stuffed that up. Sorry. That was very loud. The beauty of World Card Making Day and doing Facebook Lives is that you can watch the replay and perhaps concentrate a bit more on what you're doing before you trim things. Oh, it wouldn't be one of my lives, wouldn't it? Actually, I think it's been a while since I've done something silly like that. There we go. So I will put it out there. World Card Making Day. I think that's next weekend. Golly gosh, it is. Where is that time going? Honestly. So I'm going to have to get designing. And I will design the project so that it's not stamp set specific. So you can use whatever stamp set you have. Maybe it'll be a lot of fun folds. I'm thinking some fun folds so you can coordinate with whatever products you have on hand. Now let me just concentrate here. I'm doing it parallel to the card edges. Hold on. Maybe if I flip it. might do some one sheet wonders as well. There we go. There we go. And the sentiment will definitely go on some dimensionals. Little Miss has disappeared. It's Little Miss Picks without Little Miss. It's so funny. Video games are way more interesting these days. Okay, I need to grab some envelopes. And my little stash of card inserts so that I love keeping these in the clear case. Unfortunately, these large clear cases we no longer carry, as in sell, but it's so handy to have those card inserts all pre-cut and ready to oh, well, you're going to have to bring it out, Margaret, but you're moving, isn't it? That's the story. And you've packed up, but you can't get into the new place quite yet, from memory. And that would drive me insane. Well, actually it did when we moved. Yeah, that tea is overbrewed. Ugh. Before I stick those down, we will add, well, do we want to add, no, I might keep these for something else. What I can do with these, which is also really neat, is I can take this and line it all up as so and run it through the die cutting machine, and then I'll have a snowflake that's just stitched. So that is pretty neat. Those bits will not be wasted. I'd like to say and be confident in saying that watch the space and you'll find them soon. But it's not exactly how crafting works for me. Hopefully, maybe one day in a couple of years' time you'll find them. That's more the reality, isn't it? December. Oh, December. Wow. You'll be in for Christmas, maybe? Like barely set up, but in. So I'm going to, as I always like to do, stamp off the edge. And I'm trying to ink towards, pick up the ink around the edges of my ink pad, because that's where there's more ink than the middle of the ink pad. It's time to do a little bit of re-inking. And I'm just going to keep it simple as that. Oh, envelopes. While I've got the ink pad out, where did I put the envelopes? There. Let's just do nice and simple. And ink. There we go. Pretty. Isn't that a beautiful snowflake? It's so intricate. It has all these details. Let's have a little close-up look. Look at all those details, like the lines and the like etched outlines. It's so beautiful. And to be honest, I would have never thought mint macaron. So this is, I'm loving Little Miss Picks, even if she's not here, just because it's making me think on my toes and differently. So anyway, ooh. Come on, glue. Come on, glue. And I do want to finish off the card with some bling. I think this one's a perfect candidate for a little bit of extra sparkle. And I know exactly which one I want to use. So I use the stamp cases again for the moment to store my bling. And I want the little, there we go, these ones. They're the metallic pearls. I've got some silver ones left over. And do you know what? I love using my scissors to pick up embellishments. Just, let's see. And I know it's silver on silver, but it's just that little bit of extra. And up here. And then I'm kind of creating an angle going with the card. And that's 3, and we'll do 1, 2. See? And now the opposite on this side, on this one being there we go. Just that little bit of extra specialness, like little snowflakes floating around the big snowflake. So there we have it. Where's my envelopes there? And sorry, I'm adjusting the camera. I know right at the end, it's silly. But I just kind of looked up and went, that's not quite straight. And we have the coordinating envelopes as well. So 2 cards. We've got a bonus 2. Oh, Little Miss is coming, quick. What do you think? I finished.
You have?
I have.
Whoa. I can't tell. What's your favourite?
What's your favourite? Let us know. Which one's your favourite? If you like the one on the left, give us a thumbs up.
Thumbs.
And then if you like the one on the right, give us a love heart. That's right. Let's see what other people say. You can't pick. I think they're pretty much similar.
Yeah, I take the upside down face.
Oh, there's thumbs, 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 and a love heart. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
Thumbs.
Thumbs, thumbs, thumbs.
Oh, now there's 2 love hearts.
And Tanya's voting
2
for
love
both.
Hearts. There's definitely more thumbs.
Definitely more thumbs. I thought there was a few love hearts there.
There's 4 love hearts and 1,000 thumbs.
I love your counting. Okay, so that is that. That is Little Miss Picks, and her pick this week was mint macaron with the Merry Snowflakes stamp set. Thank you so much for watching. I sell everything that I use today is available on my online store, and I have a customer loyalty program which is spend $50 in one purchase or in increments of $50 and collect stickers for each $50 and get $50 worth of products once you collect 10. Yay! It's just my little way of thanking you for choosing me to be your demonstrator. Of course, if you have a demonstrator, reach out to them and I'm sure they'll be able to help you with the products that I use today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Not sure what day, we've got to work out what our plans are, but hopefully Wednesday again. If you're watching this on YouTube, this is long gone. I am so behind with my YouTube uploading, but it gets there. We get there. Here.